In the heart of Ochanda Kingdom, where the sun kissed the earth with golden warmth, lived a beautiful girl named Ureenma, the only daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ojuukwu. Her beauty was radiant, but poverty shadowed her life. While other children dressed in fine clothes and went to school with laughter echoing through the dusty paths, Ureenma spent her days helping her parents in their small food business. She sold roasted plantains and yams by the roadside, watching her mates walk past with mocking glances and cruel laughter. Among all the teasing faces, one smile stood out, that of Deborah, her best and only true friend. Deborah was the third child of Chief and Lulu Idiwu, owners of a thriving bread bakery in the kingdom. Though not wealthy, they were comfortable enough, and Deborah never let her friend feel left out. With her polished manners and elegant dressing, it was clear Deborah had the advantage of education and exposure. Yet, to her, Ureenma was not just a friend but a sister. She often bought food for Ureenma when she saw her hungry and sat with her by the roadside, sharing laughter that drowned the taunts of the village children. Despite the hardships, Ureenma held on to her dream of going back to school. She saved every coin that came her way, hoping that someday the stars would shine on her. But the days dragged on, and time seemed to stand still. When Deborah finished secondary school and gained admission to study medicine at the university, it was a bittersweet moment. Ureenma wept quietly as her friend packed her bags. "I will miss you," Ureenma whispered, tears welling in her eyes. "I will miss you too, sister," Deborah said, hugging her tightly. "But I promise, this is not the end. Our story is still being written." And indeed, it was. Years later, Deborah returned, now a doctor with a heart full of gratitude and a job that promised a bright future. She had not forgotten her promise to Ureenma. Without wasting time, she invited her friend to the city to work as a cleaner at her office. "I know it's not much," Deborah said, "but it's better than what you had. This is just the beginning." Ureenma, ever humble and hardworking, took the job with joy. She worked diligently, earning the admiration of many in the office. One day, in her usual playful manner, Deborah decided to spice things up. She arranged a blind date between Ureenma and Biisi, the company's handsome young manager. Biisi had been searching for a well-mannered, down-to-earth woman to call his wife. Little did he know that his heart was about to be stolen. When Ureenma walked into the cozy restaurant that evening, dressed modestly but gracefully, Biisi's eyes lit up. There was something pure about her, a warmth that radiated beyond her physical beauty. They talked, they laughed, and by the end of the evening, it was as if they had known each other for years. Days turned into weeks, and their friendship blossomed into love. Biisi adored Ureenma's humility and determination. He encouraged her to continue her education, offering to support her dream of making her parents proud. With his help, Ureenma went back to school, and years later, she graduated with honors. Their love story became the talk of the city. They got married in a grand ceremony that brought tears of joy to the eyes of everyone in Ochanda Kingdom. Ureenma's parents, who once sat in the shadows of poverty, now sat proudly in the front row, watching their daughter shine. Meanwhile, Deborah flew abroad to further her studies. There, she met a kind and promising white man who fell in love with her confidence and intelligence. He proposed to her, and soon Deborah, too, found her happy ending. The two best friends, Ureenma and Deborah, returned to Ochanda Kingdom not as the poor girl and the nobleman's daughter but as women of substance who changed the face of their community. They built schools for the less privileged, ensuring that no child would drop out of school because of poverty. They empowered women with skills to start small businesses and provided jobs for the youth. Their story became a tale told by the fireside, a reminder that true friendship, humility, and determination could turn even the most unlikely dreams into reality. And so it was said, for generations to come. When you walk in love and hold fast to your dreams, fate will find you even on a lucky blind date.